Welcome to another episode, everyone. Miami-Cubans are now begging Black Americans for unification. They want to unite with Black Americans after voting for Donald Trump there in Florida by the boatloads. And now that they are being deported as well, they are now saying that we are all minorities, we are all immigrants, including Black Americans, that we should all unite and stick together. Where was this energy when you all voted for Donald Trump? We did not and told you not to do so. Now, these individuals have been caught, exposed for being racist. Cuban Americans have went viral, as well as every other ethnicity, every other group, for disparaging Black Americans. But yet, now they want to unite with you. What say you all?
Hey, Miami Trump voter says fiance was kidnapped during annual checkup.
Please, she does not deserve this. She's the sweetest person and she prayed for you.
I will vote.
She prayed for
Donald Trump. Ha! Hey, vote for Donald Trump.
I didn't vote for this, but I definitely voted Republican.
Well, you did vote for this. I didn't vote for this, but I definitely voted Republican. Well, you voted for this, then, man. Voted for your own wife. There was an older white man on TikTok not long ago talking about, I can't believe that something like this could happen to me. I voted for Donald Trump, but I didn't think that this would happen to someone like me because his wife had been deported. As long as it is you and your family who is affected and is being deported, it's okay. But at the moment that it affects them, this all of a sudden is not what they voted for. They voted for this, but just so that it would happen to you. Of course, they didn't vote for it to happen to them.
That's not what I voted for. That's not what I voted. This is what you voted for. Imbécile. Égaré. Wap fout kon George. Parce que this is what you voted for. And don't act shocked. Hey, don't act shocked now. You shocked now? Don't act shocked now. Sitting there acting like you just found out the casino was rigged after you done handed them people your rent money. Don't do that. Don't act shocked. This is Wayne.
8 months that she's been taken. I call it kidnapped because it basically is.
Wayne voted for Donald Trump because he was told that ICE was only going to go after violent criminals, gangs, dangerous people. Not, the Cuban woman that he was about to marry, the immigrant that he was laying next to every noche. But here's the thing that everybody don't want to say out loud. Wayne is not alone. There are thousands of Waynes out there. Matter of fact, some of y'all Waynes is watching this right now. People who thought that the crackdown would stop at their doorstep, that it would only touch other people's families. ICE has now detained over 1,000 children, 1,000 kids. Kids are walking to school and getting snatched up. Kids are coming home looking for their parents and getting snatched up. Meanwhile, a federal judge literally called ICE's tactics an attack on constitutional order. ICE whistleblowers have made it known that many of these agents are graduating without even knowing their constitutional duties, without knowing the limits of their authority, and without knowing how to recognize an unlawful order. Meanwhile, my tax dollars, your tax dollars, did you know that DHS quietly has garnered over $600 million in FEMA funds? Yes. Our disaster money. This money is being put into ICE facilities. Private contractors are seeing massive year-over-year profit increases. And somebody bought Kristi Noem a $70,000 luxury jet for deportations, of course. It's always about public safety. Wayne regrets his vote now, but regret does not reunite these children with their parents. Regret doesn't give a first grader his daddy back. You know what does? Accountability, keeping this story alive. Because we all know that they're counting on us to stop talking about this stuff. So I ain't gonna stop talking about it. I ain't gonna stop talking about vote for Donald Trump. I ain't gonna stop talking about it.
I want to ask a question to all of the Cubans in Miami. Most of y'all look like me, if not lighter, with green eyes or blue eyes. With that being said, when I visited Havana, something that I noticed was that most people living in Havana are unambiguously Black. Darker than me, and I mean unambiguously Black. So when y'all are advocating for the free use of the N-word, are y'all also advocating for sanctions to be lifted on the people who are actively living in Cuba now? Or are y'all only using the privilege that you genuinely have to advocate for the free use of the N-word? Like I said, I've seen you guys drop a ton of excuses, but I really want to know, what are you actively doing with your American privilege and your white privilege for the people in Cuba? Besides perpetuating anti-blackness and then falling victim and claiming victimhood for the justification to use an awful word.
Right.
Cuban American.
Yet another anti-black group. Cubans darker than me. Yet another anti-black group. Yet another group admitting to an anti-black culture. People darker than you and I. These people are sick.
Woman from Miami here. Actually, I'm from Hialeah. That's real deep. If you know, you know. I'm from Hialeah. I'm originally a Hialeah girl. I am from South Florida. I grew up in a Cuban community. My mom's Cuban. I'm ashamed, and I just want to tell the world I'm sorry. Not all of us Cubans are like that. Some of us do have empathy. Some of us do feel solidarity with the rest of the Latino community that's going through it. Some of us knew this was going to happen and tried to warn our friends and family. I have to explain to you why it's so different in South Florida. The Cubans there live in this bubble where they're the majority, and they think that they're white, and they live in a certain bubble of privilege where they don't see.
And they think that they're white, blacker than me. Damn Cubans think that they're white. Everybody think that they're white. This is crazy. And every group that has this anti-black culture is because they want proximity to whiteness. Every one of them think that they're white. We hear this all of the time, but they're not. And they think that they can get closer there by discriminating against us, the convenient scapegoat. These people are indoctrinated and sick. But yet now they want unification. Since they're being deported, they want unification with black Americans, saying, let's stick together and fight this system.
Discrimination directed towards them because they're the majority. But I promise you, to those Cubans that haven't really left South Florida, just drive a couple hours north and you're going to realize you're not white. You're not white. You're never going to be white enough for them. So I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of your votes. I'm ashamed of those stupid fucking videos I see you posting.
You're not white.
You're embarrassing yourselves because
you never will be.
I see those three Doritos later videos, and I can't help but fucking laugh. Sometimes I feel bad. I feel bad because the person getting deported didn't vote for shit. But I have family members that are getting deported, and I have family members that voted for this fucking shit. And I'm never gonna share a table with them because now you want to feel sorry and now you want to feel bad. Now you see the consequences of your action where our own fucking family's getting deported.
Dumbass.
Too little, too late. Too little, too late. I see some of you crying on these videos saying how you regret your vote. I just wish.
Yeah, it's little, too damn late. You vote against your own interests so much. Your hatred is so deep. You didn't want Kamala in office so bad that you voted to have your own family deported. You stupid. You voted to have your own family deported. How sick is that? No, there's no unification. Do what you've been doing.
I wish you had thought about it before.
Yeah.
These are the consequences. This is what happens when you don't give a fuck about your other fellow humans. Karma's going to get right back at you. So again, this is an apology video to the rest of the Latino community. Please know, not all of us Cubans from Miami are like that. I'm not. Thanks, and I hope you all have as good a weekend. As good a week as you can have. Weekend. I wish it was the weekend in the beginning of the week. But anyway, I wish you all a good week. And know that not all of us are like that. Not all of us are pieces of shit.
I know where I'm from.
Just a lot of
people say, well, your people voted for this.
Yeah.
And you know what? I agree with you. Yeah. And that is why I've chosen not to put my body on the line for anyone because of this reason.
You have to agree with that because that's what happened. And let me get this right. You are a Cuban, but you're not going to put your body on the line because they voted for this themselves. What in the world would make them think that we're going to put our bodies on the line? You won't even put yours on the line, and you're a Cuban yourself. The same people that are disparaging and denigrating us expect us to put our bodies on the line, and you won't even put yours on the line? I don't think so.
Vote for this. But it would also be amiss of me not to bring or shed a light to the situation at hand. I think this is really for the other Cubans in Miami who feel like they can just turn their head to this. One thing I saw after the election that really hit close to home to me was a woman, a Cuban woman, saying that since it didn't happen to me, I don't care about it. Well, I'm here to tell you that us Cubans in Miami, we are next. Your abuela's next, your tia's next, your nieces, your nephews are next. So,
yeah,
if you don't open your eyes now, when? When it's too late? When you're asking, don't send me back, don't send my abuela back. Babe, it's too late after that.
Too late.
I'm just saying, wake up.
They're not going to wake up. They don't freaking care. They want unification now, like every other group wants unification with Black Americans because they are under the gun. Well, we have been under the gun, still under the gun, way worse than any other group. They don't even understand. They're just getting a 0.1% of what we get in this country, and they cannot handle it, and they want support and help and unification, uniformity with foundational Black Americans, whatever it is that you term yourself. What say you? Are you going to unify with Cuban Americans, primarily Miami-Cubans, who voted for Trump, who want proximity to whiteness, and who disparage Black people at every turn? We have receipts. But now, not surprisingly, like every other group who needs help suddenly, they're calling on the same people who they have castrated in the media time and time again to come out and put our bodies on the line. And here we have a Cuban woman who's saying that she is not inclined to put her body on the line for her own people. Yet you all expect us to do it, and you don't consider us your people. In fact, you think that you are superior to us, as does every other group. You're not. You're not even freaking close, none of you. But you want to help now. Yeah, I don't think so. I only got energy. I'm saving these guns right here. See this? For Black people. Black people. I'm saving these for Black people. For my people. That's who I'm going to fight and die for. You people going to get it sooner or later, all of you other groups. It's no good over here. We're not coming out. You're on your own. You don't even like us. Stop pretending that you do. Stay safe and power to the people.